This is topic 3.2, page 3, example 2, for the function f of x equals negative x squared plus 3x plus 1. Determine the instantaneous rate of change at a equal to 1 by computing the limit of the difference quotient as h goes to 0. And so one way to do this type of problem is organize it into 3 steps. F of 1 comes first, f of 1 being a. So f of 1 is equal to negative 1 squared plus 3 times 1 plus 1, which is equal to 3. The next step is to figure out what f of 1 plus h is. And remember, at this point, very important point, do not plug in for h. So when we calculate f of 1 plus h, what we have to do is substitute 1 plus h into the function in place of x. So to make that easier to see, I'm going to copy over the function here. Negative x squared plus 3x plus 1. Now what we need to write is f of 1 plus h. That's what we need to figure out. So each x that appears in the function needs to be replaced by 1 plus h, or 1 plus h needs to be substituted in for the x's. So here we go. It's going to be negative x squared becomes 1 plus h squared plus 3 times 1 plus h plus 1. So be super careful with this step. See, each x has been replaced by 1 plus h. That is the key. Now we carry on and simplify. 1 plus h squared, we're going to have to FOIL that out. Distribute the 3, so 3 times 1 is 3 plus 3h plus 1. So we have negative, there comes a FOIL, 1 times 1 is a 1, plus 1h, so plus h, plus another 1h, so plus h squared, plus 3 plus 3h plus 1, so we can write plus 3h plus 4, because we can add the 3 and the 1. And then we'll have, this is equal to negative 1 plus 2h plus h squared plus 3h plus 4. 2h is 1h. 2h is h plus h. And then this is equal to negative 1 minus 2h minus h squared plus 3h plus 4, because we distribute the negative sign across. So that'll be negative h squared. Negative 2h plus 3h will be plus h. Negative 1 plus 4 will be plus 3. Then we can go ahead into step 3, which is to evaluate the limit as h goes to 0 of f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 all over h. So the limit as h goes to 0 of f of 1 plus h is what we just figured out. That's a lot of work. A lot of the work. I don't know if it's a lot of work or not, but for this problem, it is a lot of the work. So f of 1 plus h turned out to be negative h squared plus h plus 3. So that goes right here. Negative h squared plus h plus 3 minus f of 1. So we have to go back up to where we did f of 1 turned out to be 3. So that goes there. This is equal to the limit as h goes to 0 of, oh, this is still all over h up top there, so can't forget that. Now the 3's go away in the numerator. We get negative h squared plus h over h. And this is equal to the limit as h goes to 0 of, we can factor an h out in the numerator. We get negative h plus 1 over h. We can cancel. We get the limit as h goes to 0 of negative h plus 1. Now, and only now, we can plug 0 in for h. Remember, we could not do that before. And so 1 is the answer.